Hello everybody, a warm welcome to this 22nd episode of my YouTube channel Office English. In this particular episode, I'll be talking how to listen to an American. Americans, they are everywhere, right? So if you are working in an American company, that is whether the branch of that particular American company is in your country, or if your company is an R&D division of that American company, or if you have clients, an American as the client or an American company as a client, you will definitely communicate with them. You will be communicating with them through phone, you will be communicating them through video calls, you will be communicating them even person to person when they come here or when you go there. So, how to communicate to an American, how to listen to what a native speaker is talking in English and then responding to that. Those are the aspects that I'll be taking in this particular episode. However, before going into those aspects, that is, as you know, my particular videos, how they come is with, after my introduction, we get into that explainer video mode or the presentation mode, and then we explain the things. Before getting into that particular aspect, I'll also tell you that there are certain things like the culture of Americans that you should be knowing. There are a lot of things to tell when it comes to the culture. However, what all things I am telling now is something that I have noticed when I have gone to United States. I was able to visit some of the cities there, and based on my experience there, I'll be telling about something about their culture which is different from my culture. That is how the way they behave, or some of the things that they do is different from the way we Indians do, and it can be applicable to some of the Asian countries and many other countries who are not Americans. The way you behave and the way they behave, there are some slight differences. So once you understand these facts, that also will contribute to the listening process when it comes to listening to an American. Okay, let me start about one thing that I noticed. That is, the main important aspect that I've seen is that while you are going out for a walk or just a stroll outside your house or your office, so when you just have a walk, and if you see an American, generally they'll say, "Hi, how are you?" kind of a thing, or they'll greet you. So this is not that common in India. Generally we don't greet a stranger just like that. Okay, so when many people greet you, you shouldn't be feeling that whether you have suddenly become famous or something like that, or whether people all know you. It's nothing like that. They do it as a part of their culture, as a part of their etiquettes. Okay, so that is one thing. Another thing that I've seen is, it's like when you go to a supermarket or somewhere else, labor is very expensive there. You don't see a lot of salesmen there trying to help you out with your outfits or something like that. So generally shopping is a labor intensive process for you, because you have to do the things by yourself and then go to the billing counter. So another aspect that I've seen there is when you are buying certain things. Say in India, you generally buy one or two things, but even if you are buying a case, say for example Coca-Cola, if Coca-Cola for one can it is $1, in India for a case of 12, a dozen, generally sometimes it will be $12 itself, but I think it will be maximum $11 or $10, even if there is a discount. But there, for a case, you will get it for something like $3 or $5 for 12 quantity of them. So basically what I feel is it has something to do with their consumerism behavior. That is, you pump in many goods into the market, people buy that, okay, then you again make them. So that is how the economy grows. That is, you spend, you buy, you again spend, you buy, like that. So that is one interesting aspect that I've seen in them. Alright, so another thing is, whenever we say discount etc. in India, we don't get that kind of offers. So for instance, if you are buying a bag which generally cost say 15,000, a bag like that, during a discount sale you may maximum get it for say 30,000 or 12,000. Right. In my case, I actually bought I went to United States. I went to Boston and I bought many things. And when I was coming back, I suddenly felt that no, I can't stuff them inside the only bag I had. So I need to buy a bag itself to stuff the stuff that I have bought. So I went to quickly the day before I was coming back to India, coming back to Bangalore. I just went out to buy a bag itself. And actually that was not in my plan. So what I thought was, okay, I'll buy something cheaper, or I'll also see whether there is any offer for any of the good brands like Samsonite or something like that. Okay, so there I'm just talking in Indian currency, something equivalent. I found a very good bag, brand new, which costed something like 15,000 when you didn't have a discount. After discount, it was something around 3,000 rupees in India, that equivalent in US, in dollars. So that kind of discounts you may sometimes get. So what I understand is, it's like you are clearing your inventory. Okay, it's like when, say, if you are selling 1,000 bags in a particular variety, and if you have sold say 950, say if you have sold 800 of them, by that time you might have recovered or you might have gone profitable, and the rest you are kind of selling in throwaway price. Why? Because you are clearing that inventory and you are bringing in more stuff into the market. So many things like that, which also kind of affects their communication, the way they talk, the way they think about the things. So there are many things. Actually, I can keep on going in this. One more thing I'll tell you, and then move into the actual communication aspects. Another thing that I've seen is, I went to, this was during my first visit, so I went to my office there, and there I thought to have coffee. And by the way, these Americans, they drink a lot of coffee. Okay, that too black coffee, many of them like that. So I found 3 different kinds of cups. That is a small one, a medium one, and a large one. I took the first cup out, the paper cup. I took the first cup from there. It was a large one. I poured the coffee and started drinking. So one of my colleague there, he asked me, "Hey, isn't that full? Don't you get full?" kind of a thing. I said, "I require only this much." He said, "Since you have taken the large cup, it's advisable that you pour it full. Why? Because when you go to the counter for billing, they will bill for the large cup." Then I understood that there is different rates for large, medium and small. I think some of the restaurants here also has that, but it's not that common. We don't have different cups like that. If you want, you generally have a kind of a what they call medium cup here, and if you want, you buy one more kind of, right? So these are some of the important aspects that not important, some of the aspects which are different from the way the things are here. And they talk a lot about weather also. So because the weather changes quickly in many places there, and many of them like going outside. So about all such aspects on another occasion. Why? Because generally what I do is I divide the time between my live video and the explainer video. So I think I'll stop here and let's get into the explainer video part. Alright.
First episode discussed seeing American films with English subtitles. Similarly, here podcasts with test transcriptions. TED Talks is another way. Find out American word reduction. Example, wanna for want to. See US vloggers of your hobby. And keep watching American films.
Please click the subscribe button for latest videos in my channel. If you like my videos, please click the like button. That's all in this episode. Stay safe. Bye for now.